Howdy, y'all. This is Dale Hewlett-Packard. Listen, I got a quick little announcement for y'all before we get started. This podcast is not safe for work. We got a lot of cussing and graphic depictions of violence and all sorts of general D&D rebel rousing. So, we advise listener discretion. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I hope you enjoy the show. Last time on We Suck at D&D.
You know, I want to change the way things are. You know, people hating on these robots, these poor machines. It's not right. You know, I'd like to change. I'd like your help, son. Do you know where these come from?
As far as I'm aware, I was born with them.
Right. So it looks like you made some modifications throughout your time, but there's a good amount of parts here built straight from Pool Labs.
Am I not your friend? Did I not help you guys when you asked for help and navigated the ship to all the locations you required me to previously?
Zero. We're gonna come for you.
Abandoned.
We're gonna come for you.
We're gonna come for you. It's just a little bit tricky, yeah?
You hear Boone say, guys, sorry, I think he cut off the connection like 15 seconds ago. In front of you is a dirt path with a small sign that reads, "Welcome home." And the dad says, "As long as it takes, Amos. You know Daddy's research is vital to help those in need on Terra." And as that boy starts running to the tent, the three of them vanish in like a digitized dust. And the only remaining objects in that area are the tent and an extinguished fire. Clearly, you know, if you guys didn't know, Amos is the guy who running the mine. That's Amos Poole. So maybe this is some kind of memory for him, something maybe he looks back on.
Well, I'll tell you what, he makes this seem like it's some sort of game. You know, for not wanting us here, he's kind of paving the way in a way. You know, that's a weird way to say that.
It seems like that, and I still can't get over the fact that he said "welcome home." I was like, I've never been here, besides the drop-off stuff on the bottom floor. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 6. Epi 6. You know what? Not a whole lot of action this episode. Not gonna lie. But, some of our best performances thus far, I think. In my humble opinion, at least. But hey, stick around. Enjoy the show, and we hope you enjoy it. Bye! Okay. So you guys have made it into the elevator, right, from the first floor, and you guys, Boone pushes the button, you guys start making your way up to the next floor. Boone suggests, or let me do it in character, I think we should all maybe take a quick break and recover a little bit. I know that was pretty stressful on the last floor, and I imagine it's going to get a lot worse from here. So I need everyone to do a short rest and regain some HP. It's your hit die plus your constitution modifier.
Okay. Remind me again, hit die.
Oop, that's not hit die.
Oh, wait. I think it's because y'all hit a short rest. And then... Okay, boom.
Okay, mine was 12, which is well enough to get me all the way up.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh, I'm all the way up.
Cool. So everyone's doing pretty good. Alright.
Me too.
Awesome. And then, so, you guys kind of rest up, maybe put some bandages on. Your health's all back up, looks like to full. Boone kind of cuts in and says, well, now that everyone's a little patched up, I think it's time to talk about all those weird signs we've been seeing. Like, what the hell did it mean when he said, "Welcome home"? I know I live around here, but this place has never been my home. Does that mean anything to any of y'all?
Not to me.
Not. What am I doing? Not this. What voice am I doing?
Not this place in particular, you know, I mean, I haven't been back to my home planet in a long time, so I don't know if it's a reference to that.
Right.
And this place doesn't look anything like a Terra. I am just as stumped as can be.
Well, you know what, Boone? You did tell me back at your place that some of my parts is made here.
Right. Yeah, and you know, maybe that's in reference to you. Maybe I don't know how he know that you're from, you know, here, or how he even had parts from here, but
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm from, I mean, what would be your future?
Right. And, you know,
Yeah.
maybe it's all just tomfoolery, and he's just trying to get into our heads, you know? Trying to confuse us, trying to get us to maybe fight among one another. But, you know, let's just stick together, get through this. We gotta get to the top floor and get that chip.
Right.
Agreed.
Right on.
So the elevator continues its slow climb up to the next floor. And the distance it's been going, you can kind of assume that it's quite a bit of distance, because it's been maybe 10-15 minutes of just climbing slowly. But now the elevator begins to slow to almost a complete halt, and the lights inside the room start flickering in and out. And below you, you can feel but also hear a small thud, one after another, in succession, over and over and over. And those thuds, they get closer and they get louder. And as they get closer, you can start to notice that they sound kind of like metallic-y, and maybe like they're ripping at the shaft that the elevator's sitting in. That sound gets even louder. Now it's screeching and booming, and all of a sudden everything goes silent.
What the hell was that?
Oi, I think we got to get out of here. Yeah.
Well, how are we going to? The elevator stopped.
Cal wants to take a look around. I guess, what is that, like a passive perception or something?
Yeah, or you
Any
can roll.
exits? Okay.
But with your passive, I think it's like 13 or 15, something or something.
My
around there.
passive perception is 14.
14. Well, that was close. With a 14, you know that there's the door in front of you and there's a door behind you, like it's one of those, you know, service elevators that have doors on each side. But also there's a manway above you with a handle on it.
We're not like we haven't arrived at our destination, right?
No, you have. Well, you don't know, but yes, you have stopped before the floor.
Oh, we don't know that? Okay.
No.
I'd like to try to pry apart with my orcish strength the doors to see if I see anything.
Okay.
All right, and I rolled a 15 plus 3 and an 18.
Yeah, an 18 is strong enough. So, you pull those doors open, and what you can see is just this giant plume of maybe smoke or fog start to push up from underneath the elevator and roll into the doors, and there's a faint red glow coming from that smoke.
There's something down there, guys.
Alright, we gotta go up. We gotta go up, yeah?
Shit. Smoke ain't never a good thing.
We gotta go up. We gotta escape the smoke, yeah? So Cal's gonna jump up and try to push open the top.
Okay. Athletics, I guess. Just roll athletics.
Okay.
See if you can push and jump at the same time.
D20. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
D20. Oh, I'm still getting used to this D&D one.
So if you're on D&D Beyond, just click athletics on the number, and it should roll it and add your athletics modifier.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I rolled a D20, and then it's plus 3, so I got a 12.
12? Okay, a 12 is
Yeah.
good. So you jump up and you kind of hit that latch on top, and at the same time, maybe you jump up again and push that hatch open. So you have access to the top now. As you do that, you start to hear little tiny ting, 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 ting all along the bottom of this elevator, and that sound is starting to wrap around. And now that this thing is, whatever it is securely latched to the bottom of this, you start to hear the cables to the elevator screech from all the pressure, all the weight it's holding now.
It's all around us, guys. We better get the hell out of here.
Cal jumps up through and on top of the elevator now.
Okay.
I'd like to follow him up there.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
the same.
Is that athletics still?
I think you guys can make it. The only reason why he had to roll is because he was doing something else too. So you guys
Okay.
want to jump up?
Okay, yeah.
Whoop.
Okay, so the three of you are up there, and Boone jumps up as well. I need everyone to roll a quick dexterity save as this thing starts to crawl along the side of the elevator.
I got a nice girthy 4.
I got 22.
22, 4, and
18.
18, and Boom's gonna roll a 15. So, Sandra, with a 4, I need you to take 1d4 damage. Or I roll that, actually. What am I talking about?
Oh.
You take 1 point of damage as one of these metal arms swings out and kind of sweeps you and knocking you prone.
Son of a bitch!
And that fog that was happening, that smoke is starting to kind of like rise above the elevator, and it's now at the level of the top of the elevator. What do you guys want to do? You guys can either, I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can try to find a way up and out, or you can fight this thing off. It's all up to you.
I say go up. Try to get the hell out of here. If the cables are already, ripping, we need to get the hell out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you guys
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm going.
All right. So let's see. Let's say it's 30 feet to the next floor. Go ahead and everyone make a strength check. So roll d20 and add your strength modifier.
Ooh, I got a 17.
17's good. Okay. 17, you're at the top.
I got a 2.
A 2. You jumped up and you started to climb, but your hands slipped and maybe you got a little rope burn on your hands, but you're back down on the elevator. Del.
I got a 12.
A 12? 12 will put you at like 20 feet.
Okay, and it's 30 feet up?
It's 30 feet, yep. Sandra's at the top, you're about 20 feet. Cal, you're back at the bottom, and Boone is going to roll. He rolled a 10, so he's about, we'll say 10-ish feet up maybe.
Okay.
So Cal's all the way at the bottom of the
Cal is
elevator.
at the bottom.
So can I Oh, go ahead.
Can I pull out my whip and be like, hold on?
Oh, yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take my whip and I'm gonna be like, Cal, grab on.
All right, Cal
Okay.
grabs.
Okay, and then Sandra, make a strength check to like kind of yank him up to your level, like whip him back up to you.
Ooh, not 20, bitches.
All right, you yank him right up, and actually you throw him up to the next floor. So
Damn.
he goes up. Yeah. So he takes a trip.
Shit!
Cal's
Okay.
hair like stands up on his back.
So now this thing climbs up all the way around this elevator, and you can tell that it possibly represents that picture you saw back on the first floor of that all that gray and black with the red eyes and that folder you guys were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is a giant mechanized spider. I'm gonna have who's still on the rope?
I am.
Me.
Okay, Sandra, you can hop over in the next floor if you want, and then Chris, I need you to, or Del, I need you to roll.
What do you need me to roll? Strength?
One more strength, yeah.
Okay, that one is a 15.
15 gets you all the way up.
Okay.
And, okay. Okay, come on, Boone. Boone rolls a 3. So what's gonna happen? Okay, so what's gonna happen here? Boone starts to climb, and this spider goes around the elevator and is climbing on the walls and is taking swipes at Boone as he's climbing. And Boone's kind of got one hand on the rope and he's trying to pull himself up a bit by bit. He's shooting at it and shooting at it. And let's see if he hits. That went on the floor in the mystery zone. Okay. That's another 2. So Boone is not doing all that great. So what happens here? Boone yells from the bottom of this rope and he says, "Hey, you guys, just make sure you keep on going. I swear I'm going to come back." And as he's saying that, that spider takes one last swipe at the elevator cable, snapping it above him. And you watch him as he slowly falls down, still taking shots at the spider. And luckily he gets one that hits it, knocking it off the wall, and it falls all the way down the shaft with him.
Boom.
Boom! God damn it!
Yeah.
It's Gandalf all over again. Damn it!
You shall not pass. Yeah. Well, it fucking He didn't pass. So, or he did pass, I guess.
Okay.
What? Well, what in bloody hell are we supposed to do now?
Son of a bitch.
I mean, he was kind of like our tour guide, yeah.
Our one fucking ally on this godforsaken planet, and now he's fucking gone.
And how the hell are we gonna get back, yeah? How are we gonna get back to what's that city called? Yeah, the underground. How the hell are we gonna get back there?
Well, hold on, guys. Hold
Lead
on.
City.
We've trained for this. Not for this specifically, but I mean, we still got to finish the mission, and he told us to make sure we keep going up. So that's the only thing that we can do right now.
Right.
Okay.
Suppose so.
I guess we just gotta keep going forward, but son of a bitch.
Okay. You guys, at the edge of this elevator shaft, you turn around and face the floor that you're now on. And you see a simple concrete room, plain, nothing crazy about it, but at the end of this room are 3 white doors. And at the opening of this elevator, you see another sign with the words, "All my paths led me here." And a note attached to the sign written in common says, "Each door can be moved. Please recreate my past, and maybe you will then understand why I do the things I do."
Is there anything written on the doors? They're just completely white.
All white.
And
Nothing special about them. A gold handle on each one. No lock.
There's and then there's nothing else on there. It's just a huge concrete room.
Yep, just think like maybe you've got like 100 feet to the doors and it's 100 feet wide. And it's just a door on one side, a door in the middle, and a door on the other side.
What does it mean that all doors can be moved? That just doesn't make sense to me.
Draw this real fast.
I'm thinking maybe behind each one of those doors is another one of them memories, and we gotta put them in order.
Well, hey, that's a pretty. That seems pretty right, huh?
I mean, just going based on what we encountered already, and off that little game he wrote down.
Well, which door are we going to try first, guys?
Nothing special about the doors. Let's see. Fuck.
Let's
just. Okay, so can I use my passive perception then?
Yeah.
It's 14.
You see 3 plain white
Nothing
doors
else.
with gold handles.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Can I investigate?
Huh?
Go
for
ahead,
it.
Kirk. I didn't. Oh.
No. I was gonna say there's this room is like insanely plain. Like
Okay.
it's very. There's nothing special about it.
So what you're pretty much saying is stop fucking trying to do it and open up these doors. Okay.
You guys,
so,
hey, this is D&D.
Yeah.
You guys can do whatever you want to the world. I just tell you what it is.
You guys
So
just want to start on the left and go clockwise?
Might as well. It ain't nothing
Yeah.
else to do.
Yeah. Okay.
I head for the
Okay.
left door.
For the left door.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we open them at the same time? Yeah, open all of them.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know.
Hey, you guys make up a game plan here.
Well, I mean, we could open them all at the same time. We could open just 2, or we can just go in one. Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. We have no idea what's behind these doors.
Yeah, what if we get pulled into something and we're separated?
Right. All right. Let's go for the left one then. Yeah.
Left.
Left.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pay attention to the details of each door. There's one particular theme to each one. That's all I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so you go with the door on the left. You enter a long room that has like a regal red color to it. And down this room are rows of pews with a few people filling the seats. At the very end of this room, you see a young man standing in front of a pulpit. What do you do?
I'd like to listen to see if there's any Is there any is anybody talking? Is the guy at the what did you say? An altar?
Pulpit.
Pulpit.
Yeah.
Pulpit.
Altar. Pulpit. Same-ish thing. Altar. You can call it an altar too. What you hear, people in the pews are maybe talking in soft voices to each other, and the man at the end of the room, sitting in front of the altar, looks like he's just trying to compose himself, but not saying anything.
The man at the altar is trying to compose himself?
Mm-hmm. Like maybe he's preparing to speak.
Can I listen to what some of the people are saying? Like, catch snippets of conversation? I don't even know if it matters.
Sure, yeah. Do you want to, like, sneakily do it, or are you just going to, like, plop next to him and listen?
It's just sneakily do it, I guess. We're standing at the very entrance, right?
Yeah.
So no one's behind us, no one can see us?
No, not yet, no.
Okay. Is there, like, a second level of this? I'm assuming we're in a church.
You are in a church. There's not a second level. Think like a simple, like, Midwestern church.
Okay, and just like wooden pews.
Yeah, wooden pews, white walls.
Is there anything different about us? Or like, are we dressed in the same time period as them, or are we?
No, you are dressed exactly as you entered.
Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
Can I just, before anyone turns around and sees us, can I just sit down in the very back pew and kind of slump down a little bit so that way maybe I don't get noticed?
Sure.
I'll do the same as Dell here.
Cal's gonna do the same thing, but he wants to like maybe move to like another side of the room, kind of spread out.
Okay. So Cal, listening in, you hear people talking like solemnly with each other, reminiscing about stories about a man named Poole. Talking the great things he did and the lives he's changed. But outside of that, it just seems like normal funeral talk. If that makes sense?
Oh, it's a funeral.
Yes.
Oh, can, I guess, since I'm sitting in the back, can I, with my probably not great eyesight, see if there's a coffin and who's in it, maybe?
It's a closed casket, and it's sitting at the front of the room, as directly in front of the altar.
Go open that shit, Cal.
Hey, can I roll I guess it would be perception to see if the guy standing at the pulpit, or the kid, the young man you said, looks like the same one we saw in that memory?
Yeah.
Okay. 19.
Yes, it looks like the person from the other memory.
Aw, but him older?
Maybe slightly older, yes.
He lost his puppy, or whoever that man was. Oh, shit.
So you guys have kind of settled in, and the man at the front, he's dressed neatly in a simple but, kind of maybe trim black suit with a faded red handkerchief neatly tucked in his breast pocket. You hear him kind of clear his throat and fight back a few tears as he's kind of preparing to speak. And then he kind of motions for everyone to sit down. And he says, we're here today to honor a great man. A man that dedicated his entire life to changing the world. We all know my father, Amos. And I'm sure you here today know that he, at the very least, changed the world for you. Unfortunately, he never achieved his lifelong goal, and in fact, he spent his later years isolated from the rest of the galaxy. A shame for what happened on Terra. See, my father was on the verge of a discovery that would have solved hunger for the entire galaxy. But by genetically modifying certain plants, he was able to speed up the production and size of different fruits and vegetables up to 8 times faster and 2 times as big as before. Unfortunately, and with no thanks to the Academy, who influenced my father to substitute a certain material, one that was unknown to him at the time, he's now blamed for causing a horrible epidemic on Terra, one that since my birth has cycled on and off every 20 years, and will likely to continue to do so from now on.
So with this information, Sandra gets really upset. I'm noticeably upset. And I'm sitting next to Dell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dell, we shouldn't be here. I can't be here. We need to get out of here.
All right. Well, I mean, don't you think this is some information that we should have?
No. That's he's the reason. He's the reason I'm here. He's my father. He died because of that epidemic.
All right. Well, how about this? You don't have to go back through that door, and let me hear the rest of this memory so that we can get this in the right order, and then we'll meet you out there.
No, fuck that. No, I can't be here anymore, and I'm just visibly upset. I'm starting to lose it.
Okay.
I'm starting to lose it for sure.
If you're okay, so some people in the crowd, you see them kind of almost stiffly and mechanically kind of like turn and start to look back at you guys.
Oh shit! I don't think this is just a hologram memory.
They stare at you, and it seems for like a long time, but it's maybe just seconds. And it looks like maybe they're trying to fight turning back around, but they do. And the speech, for now, continues. The man at the front says, apologies. Back to honoring my father. He was a caring father and a wonderful husband to Trisha, my mother. And I can only hope that one day I can walk the path my father did and bring happiness and peace to the galaxy. May he rest in peace and walk among the stars. And everything kind of wraps up, and you guys exit that long hall into this new room that seems to have formed in the space that you from like. It's almost like it wasn't there before. It's like a small reception room. And as you know, like, funerals are terribly sad affairs, but you can see smiles on all these people's faces as they recount the stories of Amos Poole Sr. and his achievements as a genetic engineer. The man who gave the speech kind of approaches the three of you. I assume maybe you guys went to that room, or maybe are you still sitting in the hall?
I would have followed. Cal would have followed.
Okay, follow like the procession. Okay.
I probably, on the way in there, I probably would have been talking to Sandra and like telling her like,
hey, listen, I don't know all the details of what's gone on in your past, but this could be incredibly important information. I'm begging you, please keep it together for a little bit. I mean, don't you want to know what happened?
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
So that man walks up to the three of you and goes, hello? I don't seem to recognize any of you, but you all look like you're from Lone Star? Well, I mean, at least I assume that based off your clothing. I can kind of see what you're wearing there. And is that a blue sky flower I smell? Were the three of you just in the rainforest of Anarvis? I'm not quite getting what's going on here. Anyways, I haven't been there since I was a kid. My name's Amos. It's nice to meet you.
It's certainly nice to meet you. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
No, it's okay. He was a good man trying to do a good thing.
I'm mad dogging the shit out of that guy. I don't give a fuck what he was trying to do. I think it makes him.
Yeah, I think it makes him nervous. He appears sad and he looks like he's being intimidated. You know.
Yeah.
Or he looks intimidate. No, you are intimidating him. Anyways.
No. Amos, we came to pay our respects to the loved one you've lost and to be with you in this time of mourning, but we weren't exactly super close, so if you don't mind, would you share with us how this tragedy happened?
Well, my father isolated himself for years. ashamed for what happened over there. And I think just being alone, not seeing anybody, not being in contact, he didn't even want to see me. I think he just went insane. He died naturally, which is a blessing, I suppose. But he was totally alone when he died. And he was found days later. But let's not focus on that. He was a great man and he did good things. And, you know, he's actually inspired me. This might seem crazy, and I just want to tell you guys because this is something I've been working on. But I think I found a way to harness energy from the void.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that?
Well,
Really?
I'm excited to tell you. I've been working secretly, of course, so please keep this to yourselves.
Of course.
Developing a containment vessel that can withstand the intense energy radiating from the void. And it's been a dream of mine since I was a kid to just go up there and touch it, you know? This giant mass of energy that's just been swirling and doing nothing, essentially, but it's inspired me since I was a kid, and, you know, I know it's a bad idea. I know if you get close, it'll rip you into a tiny million pieces, but I'm doing it, and I'm using my newly purchased mind to fund the project.
Your newly purchased mind, what does that mean?
Well, it's a small little operation I purchased on Lone Star, and I think with not only harvesting and selling those materials that I can mine, I can use some of those precious metals to help develop this containment vessel. And I think I can do it.
Well, that's mighty interesting. You know, the three of us have some interest in that there void. So, I mean, let us know what you find out, because that would be that's just, you know, a bit of a curiosity for us.
How soon do you plan to go to the void?
Oh, I don't think I'm anywhere near that. I still need to try to find a vessel that can get me somewhat close. I need to finish building this containment vessel, and I need to find a method to get it close enough, and then also take in that energy and then store it. So it's a whole process. But I've got an idea.
You got anybody helping you?
Nope, it's just me. The pool name doesn't have a lot of pull anymore. Not quite like it used to. So no, this is a one man operation.
The pool name. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Amos, that's mighty interesting. Now, maybe once your time of mourning is over, we'll come talk to you about it. Maybe we can help.
Yeah, I would anything you guys know that could help me would be greatly appreciated. So that conversation kind of plays out, and that door you entered creaks back open, and you see that the whole room starts desimulating, kind of like what you saw on the first floor. And there are just like frames of robots standing in this reception room, kind of frozen. But as you all start to exit this room, right? Let's say you're nearly at the door. You hear these like rapid footsteps just start making your way towards you. And the robot that has roughly the same shape as Pool, the one who was talking to you, is hurt. He's going straight for you, Del. And
for me?
And he grasps your arm, and a red light runs down his arm and makes its way into yours. And you see that red light creep up your robotic arm and just disappeared under that sleeve. And let's say it's kind of pulsing. You get like this flashing pulse down from your shoulder to your hand about every 3 seconds.
Okay. What the fuck? And I yank my arm back.
And as you do that, that robot stands completely still and frozen, just staring at you.
What the hell was that?
I'm going to say that I instinctively started to pull my pistol out with my other hand, but I've noticed that he's stopped moving.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like looking at my, like looking all over my arms, and just like what the fuck?
Yeah. Del, you actually, that red light starts pulsing a little faster and faster, and as it gets faster, there's like a simulated searing pain that's shooting up your arm, and it's starting to cause your arm to move kind of erratically.
Okay.
And it's just kind of flopping around. But after a few minutes of this kind of just, it's going all over the place. It kind of falls back down to like robot, back into place, and that red color is just gone. But like once every 5 to 10 minutes, you just get a single flash with a sear of pain. No erratic movement, but just pain.
Okay.
He's got the robot herp.
Okay.
You guys exit through the door, and you're back in the room with 3 doors.
Hey everybody, little mid-roll self-promotion here. If you'd like to get in touch with us, here's a couple spots where you can do it. We Suck Pod at Twitter. We Suck at D&D on Instagram. And if you want to go a little old school, maybe send us an email. You can do wesuckpodcast@gmail.com. We're open to anything. Send us tips. Maybe you like the show, you want to say something nice. Maybe you just want to talk to any of the players. Hit us up, and we'd like to talk to anybody. So, all right, guys, enjoy the show.
So the 3 of you just exited that door, and you're back into the room you were in before. Nothing's changed. There's still an open elevator shaft door on the far side of the room, and behind you are the 3 doors. You opened the one on the far left, I believe, first.
So, suppose we go to the middle one, yeah?
Yeah, but nothing better fucking touch me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, oh China. It's, what the fuck was that?
What did you just say?
So, I said I was sorry about that, yeah? I mean, a man just come up and touch you, yeah?
I know, but what do you call him?
Oh, China, yeah. Yeah, you never heard that?
Please break it down for us.
Yeah, you never heard Oh China. Well, let me break you down, yeah? Oh China, like a China plate. Like a China plate, yeah?
Mate,
You know what a
okay.
China- Look, yeah, so me mate, yeah? He's my mate. He's my old China plate mate.
You know, I do make friends with all my plates, so it certainly checks out.
Yeah.
I've made friends with lots of plates during this fucking quarantine. I'll tell you what. I need a lot of food, boys and girls. Okay, so you guys are gonna choose. What'd you say? The middle door?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's opening it?
I'm not opening that shit.
I think
I'll open it.
I think being zapped with the red light, that hurts. I'm gonna stay back because I'm gonna. You know what? Hey, I'm the only one who can get these fucking robot viruses, so I'm fucking staying in the back. All right.
I've been triggered. They're trying to bring shit up from my past. It ain't just his past they're talking about. It's my past, and I don't give a shit what's behind these doors no more.
It's all right. I'll open the door. Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
The middle one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and what will happen if I just open the right one? Yeah, the one on the right.
I think
Freak you out a little bit. Yeah. Is that a little bit too much? Yeah. I mean, come on, we gotta have some fun. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead. I think I might lose control of my arm in a swinging motion pretty soon.
Screw it. Let's go with the right one. So Cal goes over there, opens the right ones.
Okay. So you open the door. How violently are you opening this door?
No, she's just going up there and opening it, pushing it open. It's not like
It doesn't matter at all. I was just curious.
Okay.
You slam the door open and it hits TNT on the wall and we all die.
You all fucking died. No. Okay, so you gently open this door. And the 3 of your eyes are greeted to this like soft orange glow of a forest in fall. The smell of fresh rain and grass is kind of carried in a gentle breeze, and in front of you lies a simple dirt path with stones that lead towards a lake in the distance.
Where the hell are we now?
I'm gonna do a perception check to see if there's any like humanoid or hologram of a person around. That's either watching us or about to attack us or just in general around.
Okay. Yeah.
Or about to touch me.
What's your roll?
It's fucking 7.
With a 7, you can see that past the trees towards the lake, there's a dock.
Is that the only path?
A dog.
A dock.
Oh, a dog. Dock.
Dock.
Okay.
Off in the distance.
Okay.
That's the only path. The one that the door opened up literally to a path.
Okay.
Well, suppose this is really the only way to go about it, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. Lead the way, Captain.
Okay. So as you guys walk down this path towards the lake and the tree line breaks, you can see like a beautiful meadow between the forest and this lake. And it's filled with like tall grasses and flowers, and all these flowers are like these orange and white kind of flowers.
Oi,
Tell
Sandra.
me more about those flowers.
You're worried about the flowers?
No, tell me more about them.
Oh, they're very pretty, and they have green little leaves on them. That's all I wrote about. My world ends at the color of the top of the flower.
Cool, I wasn't sure.
The path ahead looks like it continues to that dock that you were seeing. And now, where you're at, you can see a boy sitting at the end of the dock, feet kicking off the edge.
Okay, so there's just a boy on the...
Just a boy.
Does he look like
He's
Amos?
just a girl.
Boy. You said he's fishing?
Nope, he's just kicking his feet off. Kind of
Oh.
just sitting. Maybe his hands back behind him. Just kind of boo, 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 boo.
Does he look like Amos?
He looks like the boy you saw in the forest from the back of his head. So
Okay.
he looks like any other boy.
Well, there's Amos again. Wait, can we tell how much older he is or younger than the previous?
Younger than the previous memory.
Okay.
Right,
Hey, you! Boy!
And a frightened now young boy quickly looks behind him and turns his head back around. He like kind of puts his head down like he's scared. He just wants you to walk by.
Hey, I'm talking to you!
Sandra, let's let Cal go and talk to that boy.
No! This is my second room, and I don't trust shit. Just ask him. Ask him what he's doing here. I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
Cal's just gonna, like, I guess walk up slowly, to the boy.
Oh, okay. Cal, as you walk up, you see that boy turn around and say, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, what's that? Which you looking at?
Oh, up there, and he points up to the sky, and you can see the void, kind of like the color of it far off in the distance, like glowing in that multicolored light that you know it to have. And Poole says, I've always wondered what that thing is. Many people tell me that it's the gods' anger manifested, but if they were angry, why would they create something so awe-inspiring?
He's quite stunning. Yes.
It is.
Sandra gives a incredible eye roll. Done.
Also, I am not getting close to him.
No,
And I'm
You're
also
saying you're
looking
standing back.
I'm also looking around, just making sure I'm watching my back.
What's your name, lad?
My name's Amos.
Amos
Poole.
Shocker.
Amos Pooh. Not. So can they hear all this?
How far away are you guys? Like
That's what
15 feet?
Yeah.
Are you guys standing like at the end of the dock? Or are you guys standing back in the meadow?
I'm standing on the dock, but far enough away where he can't touch me. Like before I could react.
Okay. And
I'm kind of somewhere in the middle.
Okay, so we'll say that yes, you guys can all hear the conversation.
So, Amos Pooh, yeah?
Yeah.
Amos, your dad, isn't he some sort of scientist or engineer or something?
Yeah, but how did you know that?
Recognize the name, suppose.
Oh, yeah. He does these things with plants. He's been making all these like plants that like grow really fast, and
Yeah, he has been.
yeah. Have you ever had in them? They're good.
Is it for agricultural reasons, like giving food, or is it just like random plants?
What's agriculture?
Like food for people, you know?
Yeah, he's doing the stuff with like all the food, and he does the thing with his machine and
Experimenting,
bottles.
huh? Doing things he might
Yeah.
probably
So
be
where's he
doing.
at?
He's gone. He's been gone for a while.
Hmm.
I don't see him all the time, but he comes back and he brings all these amazing fruits and vegetables and foods I've never ever had before.
Hey, Amos, who are you here with?
It's just me, just kind of looking at the void.
You live alone?
No, I live with my mom.
Nearby or far away?
Nearby, we have a house up on the hill.
Would you like to know what that is up there?
Yeah,
Well, that there, Amos, is called the Void.
I know that.
It's not a god, I don't think.
Oh,
It's just a big, massive energy that eats planets.
Yeah, crush his spirit still. Crush it.
oh.
The void is very dangerous, lad.
That's what people tell me. But one day, I'm gonna get up to it, and I'm gonna touch it. And then I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and I'm gonna show it to Dad. And once he realizes how amazing that is, he'll stay with me and study it and not those stupid plants.
Amos,
Perhaps so.
you know where your dad is right now, like exactly, or you just know it's going?
He's on some planet. He's always on another planet. I couldn't tell you.
All right.
Amos,
Yeah.
is today a special day for you? Is any particular reason you're out here looking at the void?
If I'm not in school, I'm normally here. But it's not a special day. It
I
hasn't been a
refuse to feel
special.
sorry for this chump ass kid, dude. I'm not
Sandra.
even joking.
I'm
Sandra,
gonna do
but-
I'm gonna do a perception check and look around again around the surroundings.
Okay. Do a roll for me.
10.
Well, that's a very average roll. So you, on the other side of the lake side you didn't approach, it's just like another meadow, and then it almost looks like it fades off to nothing, like blue sky. And it's the same thing on the other sides of the lake. The only side that has like any major detail is the path in the forest that you walked through to get to the dock.
There's nothing here, guys. We need to turn around.
Amos, what's in the meadow?
Flowers?
Nothing special in there, yeah?
No, I mean, sometimes I take the flowers to Mom, but no.
Who's your
Sometimes
mom?
I run through 'em. My mom's name is
Trisha.
Trisha. Sorry, I get caught up in the moment, guys. My mom's name's Trisha, and I love her very much.
Loved her.
No, love her. She's still alive.
Is your mom all right? Like, is she sick at all? Is she doing fine?
No, she used to study with my dad, but once I was born, she's kind of stayed back to, take care of me. And he kind of,
Take care of me.
Oh, go ahead, Kirk.
that boy, which he's probably around, let's say, like 5 or 6. Just says,
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
he just says, I just want to make everyone happy, and I think that thing in the sky is gonna do it.
I would be very careful with that, Amos. It's a very dangerous thing.
That thing in the sky, Amos. Sorry. I didn't know you were. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Perhaps if you were to go and touch it, you might end up somewhere that you don't expect. Yeah?
Yeah. Are you guys? What does that mean?
We've done some studying on that thing, Amos, and let's just say it's caused more harm than good.
Really?
He's 5 years old, guys. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Well, Sandra, it's a reason we're here, yeah? We've got to figure it out.
Well, maybe the reason that we're here is just to see this child just look at the void. We already know that he's obsessed with the void. If there's nothing else here, then let's pitter-patter out of here. See what's in that middle door, yeah?
Dale, what you say?
I mean, I've asked every question I could think of. I don't think he's got answers that we need. This obviously happened before the last one, so I'd put this one number 1 on my list, and then number 2 for the next one so far.
Right.
Okay. So you guys are gonna leave? Yeah? Okay. As you start making your way out, the trees and the sky, but the trees in particular, begin to fade from orange to gray, and then they disappear altogether. The water vanishes, and the meadow outside of the dock is now just a gray concrete floor. The room is completely empty, with the exception of the young pool in robot form, who still mimics his same motions as when you approached, just like this robot just like kicking his feet off into imaginary nothing, and staring straight up at the sky. Just before you guys turn around and make your way out of the exit, one leaf falls from above and lands right in front of you.
Fuck! I jump away from it.
I'd like to investigate it, please.
Oh, okay.
And I pull out my revolver.
I got an 18.
Okay, do you pick it up, or do you just want to look at it?
I'd like to go into my medical bag and take out my tweezers.
Okay.
And then I'd like to hold it up, maybe sniff it a little. I don't know.
It smells like a leaf. Like, this smells real. But as you kind of turn your tweezers, there's some text written on there, and it looks like maybe it's written in something organic, and it reads, "I'm first." And the door that you entered now opens up.
Can I put the... I'd like to take the leaf, and I'd like to put it in one of my vials in my medical bag.
Sure. Yeah. Go for it. Just make sure you note it in your inventory.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what was on that thing?
It just said, "I'm first." That's all it says.
Like maybe this memory?
Well, that's what I think, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna back out of this door, and I'm gonna watch that robot. And I do that.
Okay, so as you guys exit, that robot does not move. It stays there, kind of just mimicking the same motions. Now you're back in that space with the 3 doors, and you have 1 left.
Can we try to move that first door to the first?
Yeah, sure. Give it a shot. What do you want to do? Push, pull?
Well, since we know this is number 1, maybe we should just try to slide it over. Yeah. Is it like against the wall, or is it just like standing up by itself?
It's like built into the wall.
Okay. How do we move it?
But it said the doors can move. Just pull on it. Pull on the frame, or like push it or something.
Let me do it, because I'm blah for fuck. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to move the door.
Do it.
I got a nat 1.
Fucking.
So, let's do this. So, you try to push on that door, and you slip, right? But what happens is your head goes through the door, and like literally you bust through that door, and you see that robotic boy standing right next to the door, staring outward, right at you.
What the fuck?
Just like standing there. It doesn't respond, but just standing like right at the door.
I'm gonna close this now.
There's a hole in the door, right?
Yeah, so you pull your head out, and
Jump ass bitch.
what's remaining is just like, if you were to look through the center of that door, you would see that robot just standing there.
Ooh, that's good writing, Kirk.
Hey, that's fucking creepy. All right, I'm gonna push on the. I'm gonna like stand to the side and push on the frame. So let me roll a strength check.
Okay.
Oops, I did it on the wrong. Well, I got 21.
Okay. So the 21, that's a very good roll. You push on the frame so hard that it breaks. It breaks the frame, and the door is still sitting in its current position.
Fuck.
Okay,
so maybe this isn't the time to move the doors quite yet.
Okay. We
okay.
we fucked this door up real good.
Yeah, you guys are just fucking that door up. Good.
All right, middle door, and I would just like to open that shit. I'm gonna go to the middle door because Sandra is done with this shit, and she just opens the middle door. Like,
okay.
Bleh!
Does everyone else follow, or are you guys just letting her go? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I follow.
Sandra, as you open this door, there's like a bright flashing blue light that just like assaults your eyes. And the door opens up to a narrow corridor where around you, the three of you can see like various instrument panels and like safety equipment velcroed to this wall. The end of the hall opens up to a crowded, like tight quarters cockpit. What do you guys do?
What kind of safety equipment?
Jetpacks, breathing equipment, fire extinguisher.
I'm gonna grab the jetpack.
Okay.
I'd like to grab some breathing equipment.
I'm gonna grab the fire extinguisher.
Is there enough of each thing for all of us, or is it one of those things?
There are two sets. There's one fire extinguisher, 2 jetpacks, and 2 breathing apparatuses.
Oh, okay. I guess Cal will take both of them, and then he's not gonna wear it. He's just gonna keep it ready for us.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold the one. I'm gonna slip the one jetpack on and look at someone else. And be like, "Hey, Sandra, you want a jetpack?"
Okay,
sure,
so
bruh.
let me break this scene down here real quick. Del, as you put that jetpack on, you feel as if there's like 1,000 spiders crawling on your back as sets of electrical wires begin to slowly fuse with your body.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
Take it off. Take it
I think
off.
what happens here. Hey, it's up to you.
Does it hurt, or they just feel like they're crawling on my back?
It just feels like they're crawling on your back. There's no pain necessarily.
Okay. I'm just be like, "Whoa, what the? Hey, what? Yo, what's going on back there?"
It looks like.
Okay, and
Oh.
the craziest thing is that this whole process is that this what was like a silver jetpack with like a single, let's say 2 dual thrusters. Not only does it affix to your back, as soon as it looks like it's fully situated there, it then disappears into your back as like these nanobots break down and just like form into your own body.
Do you have a jetpack?
Y'all, where'd that fucking jetpack go?
Yeah. Can you tell your mechanical part to push it out? Does it work that way?
Let me.
Can you shit out a jetpack right now, please?
Let me think about it for a second. I guess I use my speaking to technology to tell myself to like ready the jetpack.
Yeah.
So I do that.
Yeah, let's make this interesting. Let's roll something here. There's gotta be.
Oh fuck. Okay. I forgot that my original character was supposed to have a jetpack.
So does that mean that, like, with me holding the fire extinguisher, that it's gonna disappear into my body? Because I'm pretty sure I have a place I can disappear into.
No. And there's a reason. Chris, roll acrobatics as you try to get this jetpack to come back out.
Oh, okay, I have a really good acrobatics. And I rolled an 18. 12 plus 6. 18.
Okay, so with an 18, you pretty much flawlessly reproduce that jetpack, and you're able to control it enough to where you are like floating right above the ground. Like
Holy
you're
shit.
like you already knew what was happening.
Holy shit, guys! This is. I mean, it is wild. I don't even know how to say this, but it's almost like memories of how to use this shit was just uploaded to my brain.
It's crazy shit I've ever seen, huh?
Alright, I put it away.
Sandra's jealous because
The effect is not reproduced at all for Cal or Sandra.
wow. Lame.
Oi, you want to try this breathing apparatus? Maybe you can breathe in space, huh?
Alright, I fucking slap that bitch on. I just go.
This time it looks like this time it looks like the same thing's trying to happen, but it seems like maybe your body's rejecting that. Like maybe you have too many mods at one time.
Can I describe maybe something?
Yeah.
So the wires start to connect to my lower jaw where it's robotic, but then it starts to poke into my skin on my human face, and it actually hurts. And I fucking rip that shit off and throw it. And I'm like, ow, fuck!
Okay, well, not that then.
I'd like to throw the fire extinguisher at Dell and see if it works.
Okay, throw it at him. Fuck it, yeah. Do a range attack roll.
Oh, fuck!
Wait, range attack roll. What does
Just
that mean?
like roll. It's roll an attack roll plus your dexterity modifier. I think it's what it is.
Nat 20.
Okay. Plus dexterity, 14.
What's your AC, Chris?
14.
Tie goes to the runner, so it hits.
Okay. How much damage?
It doesn't do. It does like one damage.
Okay.
That's the least I can do.
What the fuck, Sandra?
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
fucking-
see if it was gonna be all of the equipment in here.
I like throw
What,
my
you could have
arm
just
up.
found it to him, yeah?
I throw my hand up and it hits me in like the shoulder and it does some damage. I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck, man?
Sorry, man. I just thought I thought we were
The
experimenting
second
here.
time. This is the second time.
Hey,
As you guys are talking, go ahead.
oh, yeah, Kirk, I was going to ask, you said this is like a cockpit, right? This is almost like a spaceship?
Yes, there's one at the far end of this hallway. That you're in.
So, can I, like, while they're doing their thing, I think Cal just kind of wants to look out and see the cockpit, like, see what's happening. If we're in space, like, where the
Yeah.
where the fuck are we? We don't even know. We're just, like, throwing shit at each other.
So you make your way down this corridor, right? And we'll say you're a sneaky guy, so you kind of do it stealthily, right? And the front viewing panel of this ship, you see that you're situated right outside the void in a similar spot that the three of you were at maybe a couple days ago.
I rolled a 1, so I don't know.
Oh my god, you rolled the one?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm behind them in the back. I think Cal's
Okay.
up front.
So you can just tell that it's two people.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? Do you guys just want to hang out and watch what's going on, or go into the cockpit?
I kind of want to watch what's going on.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch. Well, do they see me? Do they notice me?
No, they do not see you.
So, am I in the cockpit with them?
You were standing probably like before the entryway
Like at the
to the
threshold?
cockpit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The threshold.
Is there anywhere for me to, like, kind of, like, hide so they don't see me?
Yeah. Let's say there's like a couple instrument panels like that are sit behind the chairs that maybe aren't in use currently. You can
Okay.
kind of slink behind one of those. Okay. So, with Cal in the cockpit and you two sitting outside of it, you guys, all of you guys hear a familiar voice say, "Hey, Ma, are you keeping the eyes on that dark matter conductor? We need to keep those temps low." And you hear the mother say, "Yes, dear, please, but we need to stop extraction soon. If we continue at this rate, we may reach critical failure in the containment unit." And you hear Pool. You now recognize that it's Pool. "Yes, of course, but we need to extract for at least 12 minutes to store enough energy for this to work. If we don't get enough, we won't be able to bring him back." And then the mother chimes back in and says, "Amos, is this what this is all about? I thought we were looking for an alternate energy source for your mind." And he says, It is, but if I can alter the structure of this energy, I believe I can pull objects from time." And Amos's mother looks worried. You can see her look over at Amos and after that statement, and she looks worried, but then she goes right back to focusing on her task at the computer, kind of typing away, making sure everything's stabilized. And then some time passes, and as you watch them both tirelessly press those buttons and pull levers and keep the ship functioning correctly, the 12-minute mark passes, and you hear Pool's mother say in a worried tone, Amos, dear, you really should stop now. I don't think the containment can handle any more of that energy. And Amos chimes back and says, okay, well, give me 30 more seconds so we have extra void wave to study independently. You know how important this is. And the mother chimes back in, Amos, stop, now! The ship, I can't! And at this moment, boom, there's a giant explosion. That ship you're in starts spinning, throwing the three of you against the wall. And blue lights just start flashing again. Boom, 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 like bright blue lights. And you hear Pool scream out in worry. He goes, Mom? Oh, God. Mom, please, God, no! And he rushes back to his seat, and he starts hitting buttons for the autopilot to go back to Lone Star. And you hear him, like, sobbing as he's kind of the simulation starts to fade away. And instead of fading to a blank concrete space, this time the ship dissipates and all you can see is the void of space. It's just black and you see stars. And in the background, the image of that void is glaring back at you with this, like, sad blue light this time. Something you've never really seen it emit before. And the door opens behind you, and you guys are kind of backlit by this blue light.
I wanna grab them both and trigger my my jetpack and aim us towards the door.
Okay. So roll strength, because as you do this, you're gonna realize that they're fixed to the chairs that they were in.
Okay. 15. 12 plus 3.
So yeah, a 15. Let's say that you rip the robotic Amos from the chair.
I meant them two.
Oh, okay. I think you meant Amos.
Oh.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, a 15 works. You grab them both and fly them over the platform that you could have walked back to the door.
Oh, I thought we were floating in space. My bad.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't describe well enough. Yeah, it's just a simulation still.
Still badass. Still gonna do
Yeah,
it.
still super badass, and you fly your way back to the door and land nicely. And you guys want to exit through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
They
I
don't have a
if we
choice.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys,
Handled.
fuck it, you guys exit through the door.
In style, apparently.
Yep, fucking style. And so now you're back in that open space, right? And there's 3 doors behind you, and now a small panel rises from the floor with 3 buttons. Each button has a color associated with it: red, blue, and orange.
Ooh, I know. It goes orange, red, and blue. I'd like I'd like to go over there and be like, oh, I know. Oops. And then I'd like to hit the orange, the red, and then the blue.
Wait.
button.
Why orange first?
Well, if you think about it, it says that we have to put the doors in order, and if we put all of his memories in order, then we might be able to get out of here. So the orange was him in the meadow because of the orange flowers, and then he was younger then, and then the red was when his father died in the funeral, and then the third was the big blue light when his mama died. So I don't know about you, but that sounds like a good plan.
You're right.
Spot on.
In my head, I mixed up the regal red as the first memory because that's the first door I went to. My bad. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, I know I'm right.
Well,
all right,
do the job then.
All right, I press the buttons
Okay.
in the order that I previously said.
Okay, so you press orange, red, then blue, and a giant orb is projected in the room, and it takes up the majority of this space. That orb is filled with multicolored light, and the energy inside is moving so quickly that this orb seems to, it seems almost like blurry from how fast it's vibrating with energy. A voice beams out and says,
The Orb, or Volatile Organic Resonance Ball, an object created by Amos Poole Jr. to aid in his development of artificial life. This object, when paired with a corresponding resonance, can pull objects of need from the strains of time. But due to the energy originating from the void, from what time and what type of object is unknown.
That projection kind of fades away, and the elevator across the room opens again. But this time, there's no sign or no note waiting for you.
Y'all think that motherfucker pulled us out of space?
It seems that way.
He pulled us out of time to be here. I think. I mean,
Accidentally, yeah. It seems like
I guess so.
he was trying to get his dad, but wound up getting us instead. Yeah.
Welcome home was probably for his dad, not for us.
Ooh, that's juicy. I like that.
Could be.
Is that Sandra saying that? We're all like looking at her like, huh?
Oh yeah, that's it. that's the difficulty of me not making a character voice. Okay. No, Sandra does not say that's juicy. Sandra just looks super inquisitive.
I guess so. There's a door. You said?
Yep, the elevator. There's almost seems like a new replacement elevator is now taking its spot, and the door is open.
I guess I'm just gonna walk over and get in and say,
Cal follows.
Well, I guess nowhere to go but up.
That's right.
We
gotta get the hell out of here.
I look at everything around me in a pensive and way, I don't know, and dramatically turn my head into the elevator.
Okay. So the three of you re-enter this elevator now for the third time? And who's pushing the button this time? Boone did it before. Who's doing it now?
I could do it.
Okay, so you push the up button, and that music from before starts to play as the elevator creaks upwards towards the third floor of Pool Labs.